Morning. This morning we are starting our day off getting 2 loads of gravel. So I'm waiting on BJ to till a field that I'm going to go plant. Basically I'm going to be waiting on the tillage machine a little bit today. He should be caught up here pretty soon, but while I'm waiting on him, I'm going after 2 loads of gravel. Dad is just getting started planting beans this morning. I got to take him seed here in a second. Hoping to get a load of gravel, stop on the way back, take him seed, and then proceed back to hauling gravel. Today, I don't think we will finish corn, but I think I'll be set up pretty good to where we should be able to finish easily tomorrow. Bring some gas, bring some seed. Dad said his gas cans are empty, and you never want to get stuck with your auger out in there. I see where all the gas cans have went, though. Every one of them. Empty. First planted beans are poking through pretty good. This is Tuesday, May 21st. Really wish those beans were a lot taller, but shouldn't complain too much. We do have most of the corn out of the ground and looking pretty good, so that's at least a plus. Dad's trying to get empty. He switched varieties. He should be really close. Should be really close. Need to know from you experienced land roller guys, do you roll your no-till fields? Now one thing I could see it helping in this, sometimes we'll have beans not get good seed to soil contact. Like here's a bean that isn't even in the dirt. If we rolled it, it would at least press it into the dirt maybe. I don't know. Maybe get a better emergence. Not sure. Got a 16-year-old nephew who got signed out of school today. He might get a come down here and spend hours going back and forth. No guidance, no CD player. But heck, he don't see it. No Bluetooth. Be good for him. A little close there, Pop, real close. Didn't quite bail out the turn enough. This is our first variety change of the year, so that'll be 700 units of beans in. I don't think we quite got 700 acres of beans in. I think we should be sitting right around 6 something right now. Still have a lot to go. I think we got just shy of 1,500 acres of beans. But today we should get close to 300. Maybe a little more in today, so be a good little dent in it today. Okay, he is calibrated and filled and ready to roll. Somebody parked in the wrong spot. Would hate to scratch the paint already. Dad has ran enough beans out, and I'm about to leave and not be close anymore, so I'm going to go finish up the variety we just put in his drill. There's a little bit left in the tender. We'll get that emptied and then go refill his tender with a different variety. That way he can plant the rest of the day, and then we will finally get in the corn planter tractor. So they must have figured out how to get the land roller undone, because I see 3 dust clouds, meaning nephew Landon must be running the land roller. BJ is tilling in the same field, or right beside them. Dad and Landon are both in that field planting. So yeah, 3 generations. Yep, there it is.
So I had to stop for a minute and try to take this in. This is kind of a proud dad moment. I guess it's the first time maybe in the history of our farm that we got grandpa, son, and grandson all in a tractor within a couple hundred yards of each other. Dad's planting beans. I'm getting a field prepped for beans. And Landon's got the Mandeco Land Rover going behind Dad, rolling beans in. Hope one day my kids can experience that.
This is Landon's first day driving anything bigger than a lawnmower, I believe. It's a good learning job. You can see that, well, that roller really does a good job, I think. Like I say, we're very new to rollers, so if you have a roller and you think I'm being a little bit ridiculous about this, I'm sorry, but just never been around one. Hey, did you know today's video is sponsored by Factor? So since we have some Factor meals in the fridge, I won't be eating out and I won't be eating fast food today for lunch. I'm going to be eating sun-dried tomato chicken. Look at here, we can check the nutritional facts. We got 670 calories in this serving, 14 carbs, and 39 grams of protein, which sounds delicious. Don't worry, I cleaned the dirt off my pocket knife first. Don't know if I got those rotten soybeans now that I think about it. Throw this in the microwave for a couple minutes. So that's all there is to it, 2 minutes, and boom, we've got a delicious meal. So I think the last time that we all got takeout for lunch, it ended up costing for 3 of us $35 or $40, somewhere in there. Just seems like anytime you go to town and get food now, it's between $10 and $15 a person. So with this Factor meal, I'm saving time and I'm saving money. So perfect. Allowing me to focus on the important stuff. Now, I don't know, food's fairly important to me. But I've got work to do, so this will get me back to work faster. And if you're a person in a hurry and need to get back to work, but also value a delicious meal, you can head over to factor75.com for 50% off your first order and 20% off your next one. There is a link in the description. Again, that's factor75.com for 50% off your first order and 20% off your next order after that. Prepare the tools we're going to need for the next 5 minutes. Ooh, it's hot. So I'm not a big tomato fan, but as it turns out, sun-dried tomato chicken is one of my favorite meals, right beside the salmon. But I'd be curious to know what some of your guys' favorites are. Like I say, blackened salmon's still my fave, unless we're really treating ourselves and getting the fillets, because they do have a remarkably good fillet. So again, if you would like to try these things, go to factor75.com or click the link in the description to get yourself 50% off your first order, as well as 20% off your next order. So, deal of the day. But I'm gonna eat this meal, and then we're gonna get back to work. So I'm coming down here to our Pioneer dealer, getting Dad some of that seed. Want to try a couple different varieties over there on that big field that he's gonna be planting in this evening. So, just a little bit of taste of a different hybrid. We've been rained out too long. I don't remember how to unfold my planner, but it's coming back to me. I don't know about everybody else, but I have to understand how something works before I can learn it. So once I have a grasp on that, I'm usually pretty good to remember how to... Wrong button! I say that and then I hit the wrong button. I think my problem is on a little bit of a grade, like kind of in a notch, I guess. I don't know what the best way to say it. Basically, the driveway slopes pretty hard away from the building, and then this blacktop is crowned towards the building. Anyways, we got it figured out. If we're gonna fill bags, we might as well do it in the shade. Fill with bags, not fill bags. So this is the same hybrid that we have in here. We still have a good bit of seed, but I wanted to try to get enough in here to do several acres tonight. I don't have to fill up 3 times. Need 13 bags in each hopper. if that'll fit. And then when we get these empty, I got another pallet that I'm gonna try to plant tonight. I don't know if we'll get to that. It's probably gonna be pretty late. Glad we were able to get Dad moving, but man, it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, just about. It'll be 4:30 before I get to a field. Haven't planted a kernel today. That was not the plan. So that's 25 bags. I'm gonna take 2 spares and we should be good. So while everybody's still awake, I'm gonna move my pickup truck because, well, I'm gonna need that truck in a different location at about 10 o'clock tonight, probably, maybe 11, and they'll all be asleep. Hi guys.
Hi.
Bye. So if you've been following for a while, that's my Copart Jeep. It's changed a lot since you guys seen it last. And no, it's not really on YouTube. It's not a YouTube video. It's one of those things I did without filming it. It's actually quite refreshing. You guys missed it. I decided to reverse my fan because I hadn't done that all year. Keep forgetting about it. Had to come over here to get fuel. Watch this. Probably a little bit more come out. Not near as much, but there was a large plume of dust. Basically, that will reverse your engine fan, blow out your radiator. One thing is, you got to be sitting still, have the engine at 0 load or something like that. A few pieces of criteria. Every time I remember, I'm in the middle of doing something. BJ's wrapping up tillage over here, and then he's heading to the farm I'm going to. I have about 50 acres that are plantable right now. By plantable, I mean they're no-till acres. We have the rest of that farm we ran that sulfur through, so he's got to smooth it up for me. Hopefully he can get done before I get there. It's 104 acres in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fields, so should make for some real efficient, smooth running tonight. It's almost 7 o'clock. We've planted 7 acres. Real productive day, but we're going now finally. When I pulled into the field, I wasn't getting something was wrong with my GPS. I was getting errors on the fence side of the things, telling me that it could not lock onto the line. I've never seen that error code before. Quick phone call to the Gleaner Guru, Travis himself, and a little bit of thinking on my part. We're back in business, but that took a little while. You may be thinking, well, do you really need GPS? Yes, there's no markers on this planter, and all these road clutches and all this fancy stuff run by GPS. See that 2020? There's a GPS signal right there. Now, oddly enough, though, that thing was still getting GPS. So everything was working on the ag leader side. It was just on the tractor side. What ended up being the problem, in my opinion, was when I started the tractor, pulled it over to the Thunder Creek to fuel up before I discovered it was empty. Another big delay. I turned on the ag leader and shut off the tractor within a couple seconds of each other. The ag leader monitor is not keyed hot. It is hot all the time, so it'll stay on if I shut the key off to this tractor right now. I was doing that so that the GPS signal could boot up and everything while we were sitting still. Well, turning the tractor off at the exact same time, some computers were not talking to each other. Like a computer on the tractor side was not happy about that, so we got her fixed now and we're going. I thought we'd be like done here right now instead of just getting started. 9 fields, 104 acres. It's not the most efficient running, and I really wanted to be out of here before dark. Well, folks, I think we might have just cooked a speed tube. We're in no-till. We had issues like that before in no-till with our ag leader planter, but haven't really done a lot of no-till in this thing. Started getting a warning about speed tube meter or motor overheating or not spinning or something. So let's go check it out. We'll find out together. This is the meter that's questionable. Ah, no. We had a stick. And another stick. Ah, that might have been our problem. We did go along a wood line. So, maybe. That would be fantastic. Because I still want to plan a lot tonight. I know we didn't get started till kind of late, but I mean, we're here now. Might as well not go home for a while. That and this ground, this is the field farm that we tiled is right over there. This ground is it's different than the rest of the stuff we farm, and it's just not nearly as dry. It doesn't dry out as fast. We probably just ought to pattern tile the other 100 acres of this place, but this is probably as good as this place is going to get, so I'd really like to get it in the dirt. Wishful thinking. Might have been wishful thinking. Looky there. We're in business. I forgot them things are supposed to be running all the time. Otherwise, I'd have noticed when we put it back together that it was not running, which would have been a problem. Hopefully it'll prime now. I do have a spare one just at the shop, and I don't know if I'd have a ride to it right now. My kids are probably asleep, and Dad and Bijou are in the field, so we might have to fold up and go get it, which would be a pain. Let's fire up our vacs. Now let's try to prime our meters. Come on. Ah, there we go. Meters loaded. And we're off. So we're moving fields for the 5th field of the night. We're 70 acres in, I think. These little fields are taking forever. It's 10 o'clock. We got a 14. On the other side of that ditch way up there, we got 11, 7, 3, and 10. You know, Bubby's over there. He's working the big field. There's an 80-acre bean field there. That'd be nice to plant. Hi, Bubby. Bubby, you parked your truck in a peculiar spot. I think we make it at one with the field. Well, folks, we have finished the patch fields. Buddy calls it Apache territory. Apache here, Apache there. I don't know, thought it was kind of funny. Anyways, we are going to be done for the night. It's 1 o'clock. BJ he's quit for the night. Well, need him to run over the field that I'm doing next, because it is a field that has new ground in it, ground that we've never farmed before, and it needs smoothed up, and it's not smoothed up yet, so I guess I'm done for now. We have 170 acres left. Depending on when it rains tomorrow, I will be able to do that pretty easily, unless it rains early, in which case I'll feel real dumb for going to bed right now. But at least we got this farm done. This one's wet and it takes forever because of these patches. This is a 4-acre field. My neck is so sore from turning around, steering around all these fields, because I don't have guidance lines. I'm actually steering by hand. I know. Poor me. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. If you would, do me a favor and thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and drop us a comment. All these things help us with the YouTube algorithms. and I'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully it's the last corn planting video.